Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I am bringing you some book recommendations. Ooh. It's not like I don't do that in every video and try to recommend you the things I have enjoyed, but these are just 5 books that I think everyone should read because I love them. If you haven't read them yet, you should stop watching this and just go ahead and read this. And if you're unsure if to pick them up, I hope this video will convince you otherwise. I think I talked about most of these on my channel before, but who cares? And let's review about some books I really love. The first one is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I don't think I can ever express my love for this book. It's like Hogwarts but gay, so what more can you actually ask for? A sequel is coming in 2020 and I need to reread it again. Before that, it's about Simon Snow, and Simon Snow is the worst chosen one ever. He just, well, let's say it as it is, he fucks everything up and he doesn't really do the job of a chosen one, but he tries his best. It's just that his magic is not really cooperating with him, so it makes it really hard for him to be the chosen one. I hear about a lot of adventures he has had in the past, but really we are in their last year of going to this school, which I now have forgotten the name of. I am sorry. He shares a roommate with Baz, who is convinced that he's a vampire, and it's basically like Draco and Harry sharing a room. Baz is like the best character ever. Simon is so obsessed with him, and Baz is so obsessed with Simon. There you have it. I didn't actually expect this to be as great as it was, but I literally screamed throughout the whole book. It could not have been greater. It's funny, the magic system is really inventive and cute. The whole book is just the nicest book ever, and it just has some fun, nice adventures in it, and you should just pick it up, okay? I assure you it will be an amazing read. The next book I have here is An Amber in the Ashes by Sabata here. And again, Carry On and Amber in Ashes are really popular books, but I still feel people are hesitant to pick them up. Like, stop that, just do it already. I did not expect to love this. I heard so much about it before reading it, and eventually I just read it because I don't think I had anything else to read, and I don't exactly know how I went about it. I picked this up, but I did, and I loved it so much. I remember it was like in the end of the month, and I was like, I will not finish this before the month is over. Maybe I will barely make it. And then I read this in like 2 days because I could not put it down. It was so, I wouldn't exactly say fun. It was so much suffering that I loved it. It's a lot of suffering in this book, and if you like to be in pain all the time, this is the book for you. It's really dark. It's really murderish and a lot of blood in it. So if you're into that kind of stuff, just it's about Laya, whose grandparents and her family gets murdered and her brother gets arrested, and they are slaves or really unoppressed in this empire who likes to control everyone. Laya goes to this resistance for them to help her get her brother out of prison, but then she has to spy on this commander for that to happen. And the commander is not a nice woman. Nope, not at all. We also follow Elias, who is in the Emperor's army. He is a mask who is like the most ruthless and best trained killers in the Empire. He suddenly questions why they are fighting for the Empire and if they should be fighting. And then this tournament thing starts, and it's just so good. I don't have words, can you tell? Blah. I have also read A Torch Against the Night, and you know, I didn't expect The Torch Against the Night to be as good as the first one, because usually series just get super odd after a while, or they can change a lot and blah 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 blah. Series is weird sometimes, but it was so good as well. And I still don't have read A Reaper at the Gates, but I didn't really hesitate about giving books 5 stars. It's just, I feel like they really have to for me to give 5 stars. I hope that sound made sense to you, because it totally made sense to me. And I gave both of these 5 stars because they were amazing, and I don't I don't have expressions how much I love them, and I sort of want to reread them on audiobook because I think that would be really nice because I love these books so much and I'm still surprised how much I love them, like seriously. The next one I have here is Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. I don't know if you've heard about Murakami, but he is a really famous Japanese writer. This is in English. I read this long before I decided to study Japanese even. And I really read it because we had to read something that was not Western for this book report at school. So I decided to pick up Murakami, who is not Western, he is Japanese. And I just picked up this one because a random dude in my class recommended it. It is really weird. I'm just telling you, it's so weird, but it's so nicely written. I thought I would struggle with the language, for example, because it's a translated work and it's an other work, but it just flew past so quickly and I loved every single page. It was captivating and beautiful in a way. It's really odd. This is about Kafka, who runs away from home and basically finds this random library to live in for a little while, and he has some weird visions and stuff. It's really odd. It's like magical realism. It's really odd. Then we have Nakata, who can talk to cats, and that's also really odd. And he goes on this road trip. I don't exactly remember the reason why, but he goes on this road trip and he talks to cats along the way. And it's great. And these two stories entwine without actually entwining in a way. And like the whole time you're questioning what is really going on? What the heck is happening? And it just wraps up in this beautiful way-ish, because you still have questions when finishing the book. And sometimes I don't like that. But in this, it's just... the whole premise is so fascinating. I can't describe it, and I think there's an aspect in here that's sort of incesty, if I am not completely incorrect, and it's really odd, but it was sort of not real, so blah blah blah. But the whole book just questions so many things, and it's like, is this that, or is this not that? And you think this thing, but you're not completely sure about that thing. There are so many aspects of the story that I cannot cover without spoiling, and I do want to reread this as well because it's been a while since I've read it and I loved it a lot. It's really different breed from anything I ever read, and I know that some people find it really odd and that I didn't quite enjoy it because of that, but I love the oddness. I love that this story is just like, how can I describe it? It's like a whisper in the air. They don't really capture everything of it. It's like impossible. Even Murakami himself has said that. I don't really know what it's about either. It hasn't said exactly that, but like people wanted an answer, what is it? And he couldn't give them one because he feels like that's up to you to interpret, and I find that really fascinating. Again, really interesting read, totally different from anything I ever read, and it's a bit magic in it and stuff. So again, I recommend so much if you want something different and set in Japan. The last book I have talked about quite a lot on my channel, I feel like, but I'm talking about it again because who the hell cares? And that is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I read this in August and I can still not get over how much I love this book. I love it so much. I think about it and then I die of love in my heart because I love it so much. If you haven't read it, just do it because it's so great. This is like a known story and everything because it is in the Odyssey, it's a retelling, but I have not read that, or like I don't have a scope of everything that happens in that book. So all of this was new to me and I feel educated and I feel blessed to have read this. This follows Patroclus, who is a prince in this really tiny country, but then he gets banished because, well, he gets banished and then he gets banished to Achilles' country, and he's the prince in that country. I don't remember the name of the countries, I'm sorry. He becomes the close companion to Achilles and eventually lovers, and they love each other so much, and I can't get over how much they love each other. It hurts in my heart because they love each other so much. And yes, the story takes a turn, but I just love every single page. It was just so beautifully written and I want to reread it again, and I just love this book. This is one of my favorite books now. Still always take a while to like actually call a book like a favorite book, because I need to know if my love would fade or not, or if like it's just hype in the moment. But this is definitely one of the greatest books I ever read. It is epic, it is great, it is awesome. Just read it already. You even get like action and war and things in it, so you could get a lot out of this, and it's not only romance, that was what I was trying to say, and I love it so much. Again, I cannot talk in a normal way about this apparently. Yay. And the last book of the 5 books that I think everyone should read is The Final Empire, Mistborn, The Final Empire Goes That Way by Brandon Sanderson. This is my favorite book of all time, so it shouldn't be a surprise that it's in here. It's a while now since I read this gem, but I will never forget how much I love this book, I think, I hope. Brandon Sanderson is a task itself to read. I read all his work slowly because it's so much to take in, it's so much going on, but it's so worth it because it's so good. He is a masterful crafter of writing, and I can't get enough of it. Mistborn, The Final Empire follows Wynne, who meets this band of mischiefs, you can say, and they are gonna take down the Lord Ruler, who rules this country, this world. He has been ruling it for the last 1,000 years, and he makes people like Wynne, who are called Ska, to slaves. And well, they don't want to be slaves anymore. The nobles, they are fine, they are rich and shit, but there's not that many nobles compared to all the Ska that are slaves. And also in the world, the ash falls from the sky, and guess who has to clean that up? That's the Ska, just saying. It's so good, it's full of so many plot twists. I can guarantee you cannot foresee what will actually happen in this book and in the next 2 books, because things that are in this book, so subtle, so tiny. In the 3rd book, they're like, oh my god, shit, seriously? That was like that all the time? I'm not even joking. I was so shocked, and I love this so much. Sanderson books can be hard to get into and hard to read. It can seem masterful, but if you get through it, it's so worth it. I know that some people have started this because I have bought it for them, and they struggle with the first like 100 pages. They were like, I don't even know, I don't understand anything. What the fuck is going on? And I was the same when I started it, and I was like, I know, just keep reading, please. And they did, and they said, oh my god, it was so good. So just give it a chance. Know that it is really confusing in the beginning, but that is worth it. That was 5 books I want everyone to read. Put your recommendations down below for 5 books you think others should read, and I might look into them, because book recommendations, it won't be all in for, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching, and you will see me soon in a new video. Bye!